Our Little People, Big World recap is below. Little People, Big World returns to TLC tonight with an all-new Tuesday, March 5th, 2024, Season 25, Episode 3 called, We'll Do It My Way. According to the TLC synopsis for tonight's Little People, Big World episode, Zach's ability to be a father is tested when Tori leaves for a ladies' vacation, leaving him to oversee all 3 children by himself. Amy persists in her preparations for the charity function, but finds it difficult to win over Matt, Karen, and Chris to her way of thinking. Be sure to check back for our coverage of Our Little People, Big World tonight at 9 p.m. as it promises to be an exciting and dramatic episode. Zach just underwent surgery to repair a shunt that broke. After the procedure, he was currently recuperating. He wanted to do something special for his wife Tori because he was getting better every day. Being at his side put Tori through a lot. She was afraid about his procedure. At one time, Zach believed it would be excellent for her to go on a girls' vacation since she wasn't sure if he would survive it. Somewhere pleasant where she was free from concerns for her spouse and children. I could let her go hang out with her buddies. Tori is very selfless towards her family. The list she attempted to give Zach was too long and consisted of too many things to complete while she was away. Zach's and Tori's levels of cleanliness differed. In her absence, she wants Zach to clean in the same manner that she does. Additionally, she prepared their son's daily lunch notes for the week she will be gone. Every day Tori writes messages to Jackson. Since he never mentioned it, she didn't believe he noticed. When she stopped writing the messages, Zach noticed that Jackson was writing his own notes and passing them off as his mother's. Together, Zach and the other students at the school read the messages that their mothers had sent them. For this reason, he values the notes highly. When Tori learns that Jackson was taking his own notes, she still becomes emotional. When her spouse informed her that the message stated "I love you," she became quite depressed. She was worried that her son might need counseling as a result. It was why she regarded the notes with such fervor. Small details like remembering to complete schoolwork with Jackson every night and knowing when to thaw the lasagna she had in the freezer were also on Tori's list. Typically, Tori was in charge of the children's schedules. In order to ensure that none of the 3 children feel excluded, she urged Zach to spend quality time with them all before bed. Zach believed that he could recall every detail. His spouse then departed on her journey. Angry as they woke up, Jackson and Lila, Zach altered their morning ritual, and they didn't like it. The act of Jackson's father cutting his hair annoyed him. Their arrival at school was delayed. Efficiency above quality was Zach's preference. Tori, he said, valued excellence over productivity. He believed his approach to be superior until he realized he had forgotten Jackson's cherished lunch note. He was aware of Tori's and Jackson's significance. Furthermore, Jackson was aware that if Tori didn't have a note at school, she would feel scrutinized by the other mothers. In several ways, Zach was similar to his father. They go quickly forward. To ensure that they remember everything and weigh all the possible outcomes, they needed individuals to respectfully set boundaries. Zach held Tori. Matt is holding Karen. On the property, Karen and Matt were constructing their ideal house. The home was building itself nicely. Karen had to assist Matt in keeping things grounded after he made some decisions while she was out of town. Karen stated that she had assumed the post subsequent to Amy. Moreover, Matt benefited from it. Zach started having thoughts without Tori regarding another area of the property. He mentioned that they require a new sofa. He has a totally distinct approach than Tori. He believes she would eventually learn to live with it rather than detest it if he acquired a sofa without her. Zach could not anticipate how difficult it would be to shop with 3 children. The children started misbehaving. There was shoving between Jackson and Lila. Even when students misbehaved in public, Tori was a pretty wonderful teacher. The children were aware not to misbehave in her presence. Unlike their father, they didn't approach things the same way. Up until the store owner handed the youngsters their own balloons, Zach's attempts to calm them down failed miserably. In order to prevent them from losing the balloon, Zach neglected to attach it to their wrist. En route to the automobile, Lila misplaced her balloon. Lila became quite upset when Zach tried to urge her to say goodbye to it. Furthermore, while Tori was abroad, they had to contend with daylight savings time. Once again, the kids were unhappy when they woke up. After dropping Jackson off at school, they were running late the last 2 days. The lunch notes were twice forgotten by Zach. Upon closer inspection, Zach wasn't really effective. Alongside Amy, Karen and his parents were organizing Amy's fundraising. Because she enjoys giving back to the community, Amy is a huge fan of fundraisers. This was to be their first joint fundraising, and her new spouse wanted to pitch in as well. The only issue was Amy utilizing the property for that purpose. She and her ex-husband would constantly argue over everything. They couldn't agree on a time for the event. On the property, they disagreed over where it should be. Their disagreement was over gaming. Matt turned to Chris for support. Amy turned to check for Karen. To spare everyone from Dad's methods, Tori then made her way back home.